This video will explain a little bit about the Cesaroni reloadable motors. The reason I want to do this is to make sure that you're going to be buying the right product and not buying something that you don't need. The Cesaroni motors, as you can see, they come in a variety of sizes, from the 1 grain all the way up to the 6XL. What does that mean? 1 grain versus 6 grain or 4 grain? Basically, that has to do with the propellant that goes into the rocket motor itself. When you buy propellant, which you'll buy separately, it will look like this. And you don't really take these apart except for removing the delay grain, which is on this end, because you will be adjusting that, and I'll show you how to do that in a later video. But inside of these is the propellant, and it's called a propellant grain, and it's about that big. And this is a 1 grain case, and it has 1 grain in it. This one right here is a 2 grain. And as you can see, it has 2 propellant grains inside of it. And so basically the casings are sized to how big of a propellant grain that's inside. Like this one's a 1 grain, so I'll take the 1 grain case, and to load it into the rocket, you just drop it in. This little cap here is to hold the igniter, and the igniter does come with the propellant, so you don't need to buy that separately. Now when you buy a 29 case, you have to select which of the aft closures you want. Now these are the aft closures, and they just basically get screwed onto the back of the rocket like that and hold everything together. And that's all you do to assemble the rocket motor. There's 2 different kinds. This one is tapered, and this one is the regular or standard one. And the standard one is the one that you'll probably use most often, so that's the one that we typically recommend. If you're using a retainer system, you can just drop it in there, and the retainer will hold the standard one just fine. On the tapered one, the advantage of the tapered one is lower base drag. If you're using a retainer system, you're not really concerned about base drag anyway. So really the only time that you would use the tapered one is for a minimum diameter rocket, such as the Apogee Avion, where you want as small of a base drag as possible. So typically that's the one that you would order. Now the cool thing about the Cesaroni kits is you can buy a longer case and still use the shorter propellant grains. Now the advantage of this is now you basically double or sometimes triple the number of propellants that you can put into a case. And the way this works is you'll buy these spacers separately, and you can put up to 2 spacers inside of a reload case, and that's what they're certified for. So this is a 3 grain case. If I put 2 spacers in it, I can use the 1 grain propellant, and you can just put it together like that, and it will hold it all in without rattling or any other thing like that. So on this 3 grain case, I can fly a 3 grain motor, the 2 grain motor, or the 1 grain motor, and that's its big advantage. So if you were to buy different casings, for the least amount of money, I would recommend the 3 grain motor case, or this one. This is the 3 grain, and the 1 grain. Oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. It's the 3 grain and the 6 grain. And then if you want to fly high power, this 6XL is a I, and I think it has 1 small J motor that will fit into it. The best way to go to get started is with the Pro 29 starter kit, which basically is the 3 grain casing, 2 spacers, which are inside right now, and you also get the ProDat tool with the spacer in it to cut the the delay charges on these motors. So this is what we recommend you start with first, and then once you have this, it also comes with the standard closure, not this closure, the standard closure, and then 2 spacers. And then once you have that, then you can go for the other sizes, and you can use the delay adapter tool and the aft closure on any of the other sizes. So that's basically it, and this is Apogee Components, and thank you for coming to our website and checking us out.